Today we are approaching the base of a mountain known only by one name to the locals, Cock Rock.
Cock Rock.
It will be our goal to use this monolith as a viewpoint to establish our location and figure out our next move towards survival. Survival guys!
We've been hiking for several hours. We've reached the base of this mountain. This is our first obstacle. When climbing, use nature at its best. Use your primal skills of climbing. And use a partner if you have one. Teamwork. Small trees cannot stop the survival guys.
Survival guys!
Alright, so we've reached the real incline of the mountain. Now the real challenge begins. We're gonna begin our summit right up this valley. We're gonna have to use the rocks and mud as our grip. Sounds like a challenge.
Halfway there. Smoother incline up that side of the mountain. It'd be a little bit safer if we climbed up that side.
As we get higher, we get closer to the sun. It gets warmer. Definitely no need for this jacket.
I made a terrible mistake. We're at the base of the rock that looks like a cock. We're getting closer. That log looks pretty secure. We can use it as a climbing tool. Mountain will not stop a survivor guy.
Survival guys!
Alright, so we just saw a deer cross behind that big rock. That means possibly deer trail, which means easier climbing, possibly food. Let's go.
Nutrition.
Come on, let's go.
Faster than man. A little more adapted to the high altitude. But we're hot on their trail.
We gotta keep going. Deer trail, we've made it to the summit. Deer trail kind of goes off to that Plymouth rock right there. That's where we're gonna head. This deer trail looks like there could be some food on it. Let's go. Alright. Looks like we've done some droppings. Looks to be fresh. Very likely it was the deer. Looks to be maybe a buck. It's fresh too, so we're definitely on the trail. When your pickings are slim, deer feces may have the important nutrients that you need. Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't fresh. Oh, it tastes like raisins. Oh. higher than Cock Rock. You can see it right there, mighty beast. Early settlers came to this land because they noticed how well endowed the mountains were. And they're like, you know what, this will be a good place to raise our children and have their children's children and their children's children live their lives here. And that's why we do what we do. Show their children's children how to survive.
Survival guys. Alrighty, it appears that we found a river and a road, so we know exactly where we want to be, and that's down by that river.
You want to be careful not to become dehydrated while climbing. That's why water.
Alrighty, now, it's a lot easier to climb down the mountain than up the mountain because you're actually working with gravity.
Gravity's your best friend in the wild. Let's go.
Unless you're in a tree or on a cliff. That's one technique of getting down the mountain. That's called using gravity. It's dangerous sometimes. You did good, buddy. You did real good. Survival guys.
You can see how I used gravity to my advantage.
Now remember, if you guys are falling down the mountain, become stiff as a board. And that will make you stop.
So we've made it down to from the base of the mountain onto some kind of road. Must have been an old logging road or something. We all know how dangerous roads can be, you know, with hitchhikers and unattentive drivers. So we're gonna do our best to steer clear from this. Keep moving.
Now remember seeing a river from on top of the mountain. That's gonna be our safest way to travel. Now, it should be just across this road.
We've reached the river's edge, conquered our first challenge, only to be met with another. So we reached our next obstacle. A river. Very fast, quick river. We're gonna make it to that island bar right there. And then we're gonna have to try to find some other way to that land because that current is way too fast. Let's get swimming.